And hello to the Twitch viewers, if there are any. Welcome to, hopefully now, the proper episode 3 of Dragon of Icespire Peak for Community D&D on Arvin Eleron's channel. I am the DM, Shadowed Mage, and we'll just go through our introductions down the line below me. Immediately below me is Rock God. Rock God.
Hi, everybody. I'm Rockard. I'm playing Malik Halamarodin in Elf Ranger. And I'm right. Wait a minute. Oh, there
A
we
little bit
go.
of audio bleed through.
Yeah, I had. Yeah. I had the stream playing and at the same time.
I tried to be me, Rock.
So hi, I'm Rockard.
That's not good.
I'm playing a fuck up. And yeah, I'm ready to poke some barrels. Let's do it.
I guess I'm next. Hi, I'm Hoodie. Yep. I'm playing ASMR Pact of the Tome Celestial Warlock. There's so many qualifiers on just Warlock. I'm also ready to poke barrels.
And Echo.
Salutations, everybody. Yeah, hello, and my life is good. Actually, when it started well. Apologize, I cannot seem to be able to speak tonight again for obvious reasons. But yeah, life's good. I'm wearing my new T-shirt, loving it. And having a little setback when it comes to moods, but I'm here. And I apologize for no D&D last week because my sleeping rhythm is still a screw up, and I'm trying to adjust so I can do this lovely D&D with everyone. And speaking of D&D, I am playing Jakunas, a drow elf rogue assassin who has been a bit of a nutcase these past streams, but then I blame a certain halfling on another adventure. That was a one-shot. And so we are going to poke some barrels, because it is all paranormal gnomes, mimics, and caves. Oh my. And I am ready. So I ask our dungeon master, is he ready to guide us? Oh wait, oh yes, he is ready to guide us, because he is the destiny man. I do not feel lucky.
Yeah, and we are short one player tonight. Just something came up as far as we know. So, but we have everybody else, so we'll continue on for this session. Of course, if you've for some reason have never been to Arv's channel before, this is Arvin Eleron's channel, which has a focus on narrative and storytelling in games, and there's a lot of D&D and other tabletop RPGs that get played on this channel. You can see in chat that Echo has just put in the Arv things so that you can go follow Arv on Twitter. You can go to his Patreon, his YouTube, his websites, the Discord, the Arv shop where there's some merchandise stuff. And of course, with the Patreon, if you subscribe to the Patreon, or if you subscribe on Twitch, you can get access to inspirations, which can be used by the Twitch viewers, even in, oops, nope, I did it wrong again. God damn it. There we go. Which can be used on this campaign if you so choose. Now, when we last left our adventuring heroes, they had come to the gnome settlement of Nomengard. And what they've managed to discover so far is that the gnomes here seem to have been plagued by a mimic who has been eating some of their fellow gnomes. This seems to have driven the gnomes have two kings, and this seems to have driven one of the kings mad, completely insane, and the other king has locked themselves both up away from everyone else. And our heroes are being guided by one of the gnomes here, Pog, and they are off to try and see if they can find the mimic and slay it. That sounds about right, guys?
Yeah, I think we're completely there.
Yep.
This big barrel room.
Yeah. Okay. So, Pog the gnome has led you guys into this storage room where there are a bunch of barrels. And Pog has told you that the mimic was at least last seen on this side of Nomengard, of the cave systems, and this storage room might be the best first place to search because it would have all of these barrels that a mimic might imitate.
Is there any natural light in here? Or torches, I guess.
Where's my note about that? Yeah, because all of the caves are illuminated by hanging oil lanterns.
Excellent.
So it
good.
is normal lighting conditions.
Do the barrels look like they are? I guess what I'm trying to ask is, with thaumaturgy, could I pop them all open?
So these are 40-gallon barrels.
Okay, so no.
Each barrel is secured in place by a wooden brace.
Okay.
Only the barrels in the southern alcove of the room are tapped with wooden spigots. All of the rest of the barrels are untapped.
Yeah, I guess I'll slink around to the side and just peer around the corner and just be like, "Yay! I guess let's start, guys. Down here first, or shall we go elsewhere? I mean, we could just not even do this room. This room looks terrible."
No, we must proceed on. We must venture on and have a look around. And Pog, after all, as it's late us through, we can never know what it is. After all, he's told us that it was some sort of shapeshifter.
Yeah, and Pog says, well, I am certainly not the gnome responsible for keeping track of the barrels, so I don't really have any idea of if any of these barrels is, not supposed to be here. They all just look like normal barrels to me, but these
Do you know what's in the barrels?
it's the mushroom wine. You might have seen the purple mushrooms on one of the islands out by the waterfall.
I did.
The purple mushrooms we use to make our mushroom wine.
Oh, the mushrooms that was on the little island in the middle of the cave.
Mm-hmm, yep.
Right. Well, let us proceed on.
All right, and so like Pog just kind of glances around and he's like, "So, do any of you have an idea of which barrel to start with? And what do we even do? How do we tell if it's the shapeshifter or not?"
I'll narrow my eyes and just glance around the room and try to see if I can see anything weird about any of the barrels.
All right, give me a perception check.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, I gotta roll here. What is my perception? Oh, that's right. I'm not playing a wisdom character. Oh no. It's just a straight D20, guys. Oh boy.
Well, like
Is I think your character sheet might be set up so that you can just click perception.
Oh, that's right. That's
Right.
right.
I almost forgot that as well.
Yeah, all of the
Oh
the
God.
skill checks and whatever should be set up, but just the attacks are missing. Hey, look at that, 14.
Oh, it's all right. It'll do.
Classes.
So I just want to make sure you don't have any wisdom modifier. It looks like.
I do not.
Okay. I just want to make sure that's working correctly.
Perfect. Yeah.
All right. So you glance around, and all of the barrels appear normal to you. And as far as like dust levels and around the room go, all of them like it seems to be like there's definitely been traffic to the barrels that are in the southern alcove, because those are the ones that have been tapped and that have the spigots. Maybe there's like slightly more dust around these two barrels up here, and slightly less dust around the two barrels to the left in the northern alcove.
I'll point that out to everyone.
Okay.
But I'll say it in a very cocky attitude. Like, I know what I'm talking about. And that's definitely the case.
Sure.
If I might just drop in and say thank you to Lone Wolves _67 who has subscribed to the channel for 10 months on tier 2.
Hey, thanks, Lone Wolf.
Hey.
Nice.
Well, 10 months also streams are great times ahead. Well, yeah, we're about to fight some mimics. Everybody loves mimics. Duh. It is it is a hidden rule in life and D&D. Not.
Okay.
But yeah, while Isil does that, Shakuros would be strolling around in the room and poking and investigating. So could I do either a perception or I could just do perception because I have better perception than I have investigation. So.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead. Ooh. Yeah, so you look around and you're just kind of like, yep, these are definitely barrels. You don't really seem to notice anything too out of place.
So these ones here have the spigots sticking
Correct.
out of them?
Yep.
Right. I'm going to walk over here, and I'm going to take a small cup out of my mess kit.
Mm-hmm.
Well taught, my dear friend, well taught.
And say, well, there's only one way to find out is to actually try. And I'll take some of the wine out.
All right.
Into my cup.
So you turn the spigot, and a dark.
You were always a fun guy.
The dark mushroom wine pours out from the spigot into your cup or whatever it is. So this definitely seems to be one of the standard wine barrels.
I'll go to the next one and take a little bit more.
Yeah, okay.
Just so we're clear, I'm going to do all 4 of these. Just so my cup is...
I'll just be standing there with my arms crossed, just being like, hey, I'll wait.
Yeah, and so you managed to successfully retrieve wine from all 4 of those barrels.
I'll say, these are good right here. And I'll take a big swig of the wine.
Oh, none of them are mimic wine? Are you sure?
All right. Please make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Uh-oh. Meanwhile, Shalkudos turns towards Pog and he asks, "When was the last time this creature was spotted?" and how big, if there was a size to it.
Well, the shapeshifter seems to be able to, shift and change its size. So I don't really know. I think the largest thing maybe it took the form of was a large table. Um, but other than that, I think it's been a few days since there's been a gnome that's gone missing.
Well, it is a comfortable thought to hear that, I think. And it just keeps on inspecting the barrels because something. It might be for nothing, it might be for something, but with mimics, you never know. So he always keeps one hand at his sword,
Okay.
just in case, while the other just keeps on.
So are you just? So I just want to be clear. You're just kind of like standing around surveying. You're not actually going up and poking any of them yet.
Poking, no, but just giving call it a caressing stroke along the barrel, just so you get a sense of it.
All right. Make an investigation check for me, please.
Alrighty, investigation coming up.
Aha. So you very quickly notice that this first barrel in this northwest corner all of the rest of the barrels have like smudge marks in the dust as if they've been like when the barrels get moved out, the braces get nudged back and forth a little bit, and there is no such very slight differences in the dust marks around this barrel.
This one's a bit off. Malak, how is it at your end? Are you setting anything? Are you getting any feelings or vibrations of whatever kind? Malik.
I don't know. I might have passed out. Who knows? I rolled an 8 on my Constitution save.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you found that the mushroom wine had a very overpowering level of alcohol and a very musty taste, and you are now slightly intoxicated.
Only slightly.
Only slightly.
Okay.
Bacon and alcohol. Oh, Malik again.
But it is enough of a level of intoxication that if you got into battle, you would have disadvantage on every attack roll.
All right.
Oh, that's fun.
All right. I'll kind of saunter over here and. What is it, Shakunis? What did you find?
I don't know. This barrel here might. I don't know. It seems to be. It seems to be moved recent.
Or rather, it has no indications of any kind of movement.
Well, I could just, light it on fire, I guess, with... If you guys want to step back, we can just test this the old-fashioned way.
Pog, do you mind if we destroy this
So-
barrel?
I'm not entirely sure that lighting a barrel of alcohol on fire is really a good idea.
Well, it's not real fire. It's magic, radiant fire. It's just kind of fire-like, I guess.
Yeah, why don't we try this? And I'll pull out one of my swords and I'll walk over to the barrel right here and just fucking jab it.
Okay, so actually, as soon as you approach the barrel, brandishing your weapon, all of a sudden a large toothy, gaping mouth appears on the front of the barrel.
Get that initiative.
And a big tongue just kind of like licks out or like flops out of the mouth, and it kind of like rushes it towards you. Roll for initiative.
Okay. Let's see. What was that again now?
Oh, baby, a 12.
Oh, yeah. There.
Did my initiative not go in the...
Yeah,
Oh,
for some
ow.
reason it did not. Where are you?
No valid token was selected. What's this nonsense? Well, 8 on initiative. So
At turn. There we go.
Hoodie, did you roll the initiative?
I did. It's
Okay.
there in the chat. It's just not showing up in the
Yeah.
Yeah, same
the
thing
turn
here.
order.
Okay. So had a 12.
Did.
Of 8. Need. That will be 10. Oh, whoops, that was the wrong one.
So excited for Pog to finally get to fight his nightmares. It's gonna be great.
Oh, I did that backwards again somehow. There we go. Okay. So, Malik, you are up first. The mimic has revealed itself. And
What is the floor made out of? Is it dirt or stone?
The floor is stone.
The shit. All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna try it anyway. So I'm gonna take my sword and I'm gonna jab it straight down through the tongue and try to pin it right to the ground.
Okay. So make that attack roll for me. Remember, this will be at disadvantage because you are intoxicated.
Not bad.
17.
Ooh, 17. So, come on.
Wait, wouldn't that be 20?
He has
Oh,
disadvantage. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
at disadvantage. And that is 4 points of damage.
So one is this was.
Yeah, so you successfully pierced the tongue, and it has taken that piercing damage, and the mimic's mouth lets out this weird kind of like throaty cry and goes. And then it's I assume then your turn is over and we'll move on to the mimic.
Well, I'm gonna also use my movement to jump back. These are 5-foot squares.
Yeah. So since if you do try and move away, you will provoke an attack of opportunity.
That's all right. I don't mind.
Okay.
So I'm gonna jump back to here.
Okay.
And then that's
that is quite the distance. Okay, so where is my attack here? Uh,
Oh, is it my turn?
just a second. So when you go to move away there, Malik, the amorphous nature of, or rather the the barrel grows an arm, or kind of like this like weird like arm like thing, and like tries to whack at you. And that would be at a 13 to hit.
No, that's a miss.
Okay, so it does not hit you.
It's just barely.
All right, so then you get away unscathed, and then it is the mimic's turn, and the mimic grows another arm and some leg-like appendages, and it moves forward, and it's going to try and bite at Shakunis.
Shakuna's it's gonna swiftly step back and draw out his crossbow.
Well, you don't get a chance to step back yet, but it will miss actually with its attack. So.
Oh, okay.
All right. And then seeing that it's missed, the mimic will try to. Hold on just a second. We'll move over this way. So it will actually provoke an attack of opportunity from you, Shakunis, if you wish to try and hit it as it moves away.
Yeah.
Okay. So make an attack roll for me, please.
Okay, let's see. And I'm doing this at disadvantage. No, I'm doing this at advantage. No, I don't know.
It's just a regular attack roll.
All right.
So it should be a D20 plus what?
Dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay. I might be doing this wrong, but no, that's wrong. Pardon me, folks. All right.
1D20 plus 4 from Dex. That.
You'd also get proficiency though.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's +4 plus.
There should be another 2 on that, I believe.
A 9.
So 9. A 9 will miss. So your stab at it just kind of clangs off. It's still somewhat barrel-like form.
I just did a dexterity. I just clicked on dexterity, so I'm a little bit rusty from the last.
No problem. Okay.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay. That was the mimic. Okay. Izzle. Or Isol? I don't know how you're saying it.
Isol. We'll go Isol. Watching
Isol.
Watching him run past, back up to here. I go, whoa, 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 and then immediately do the ASMR form change, the once per long rest. I'll grow the wings.
Yep.
The eyes will glow. I'll hold out a hand and immediately just Eldritch Blast at the mimic.
And the book's burned up.
Okay. Eldritch Blast. Remind me how that goes?
It's a spell attack, and then it's a 1d10.
All right,
I think it's necrotic.
Make that attack roll.
Sure. Oh, yeah, that's right. I went to reach for dice again. Do spell attack. What would that be? Is that a thing I can click or no?
I don't think I have it set up. No.
All right, so it would be
Slash
3 plus 2. So 1d20 plus 5.
Yeah, sounds right.
Didn't do this wrong. Oh, I didn't. Wow. Not good.
10. So your Eldritch Blast kind of like hits the mimic, but it just kind of like seems ineffectual. It just kind of like fizzles out as it hits
I'll kind of look at my hand and shake it a little bit.
it.
That's not how that's supposed to work. And then, do you need to roll because I used magic?
Yes. Well,
Yes.
I get you to do a roll, so that's a d20, please.
Sure, can do.
It's gonna be good.
6.
There is no discernible effect from the wild magic that you can see.
Caught up in the moment, I just won't even realize what happened.
Yeah, okay. Alright. So now it would be Vance. So I will just do some stuff here for him. So let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so he'll come over here. And then try and do an attack. And I know that
How about the mimic?
I know that that's a +5. Ooh, yeah.
Finally, 1 hits.
Nice.
He will do some D8.
This is the second
Van strikes again.
Nice.
7 damage. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I think Kill does better than when he's not here.
Okay. Then Shakunis, you're up.
All right. So Shakana's gonna move back and take another shot at the mimic. It's gonna move here.
Okay.
And then take a shot at it. So. Alright, was 1d20 plus my. Hoodie. Help me again. What was it?
Dex and proficiency, so it's 4 plus 2, so 6.
3 plus 6. Shakunas. 21.
Yes,
That's
that
gotta be a hit.
that is definitely a hit. So
Yeah, now I see it on my character sheets. I apologize, people, but I'm new to this. Still,
So
after like 6 times playing this.
So now you'll do some damage. I'm just looking here. That'll be 1d6 plus 4.
Alright. 6 plus 4. 5. 9.
Ah,
Dang,
Nice.
very
it's
nice.
happening. We're coming online.
So your crossbow bolt connects solidly with the still barrel-like form of the mimic, and it just kind of like sticks in like right in like the corner of its mouth, and it kind of like it winces, and then like it swallows the bolt.
Sneak attack damage? Yeah?
Oh, yeah, you're right. There should be sneak attack damage on that.
I'm a rogue assassin. What to do before?
So that's a roll an extra 2d6 damage.
We got 2 rogues. I want to see things blow up.
All right.
Oh, thanks for that, Hoodie. That should bring me back to Razor Fire. Everyone has seen that movie? Christian Bale and Matthew McConaughey. The final scene. Sorry for spoilers, but final scene shoots the crossbow with full magnesium. Just.
Well, see if you can do that to the mimic with an extra 2d6.
Right.
Maybe. Hold on, I might add. I don't know. I might be able.
No, it's just 2d6. You don't add anything to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, A man can hope and dream, can't he? Bio no core. I know. So yeah. And he's just gonna be reloading his crossbow again.
Oh,
Till the next. So I guess it is
did
hoodies.
did you roll the extra?
You gotta roll
damage?
the 2d6.
Oh
Yeah.
You got that sweet sneak attack.
Was that 2d6?
Yeah, 2d6.
8.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, so the mimic definitely like winces it. So like you caught it kind of like right where if it had eyes, right where it would have eyes, and then like it whips its tongue up and it grabs the bolt and it swallows it.
God damn it, that tongue.
All right, and then Pog Pog just kind of like backs up and stands beside the now glowing Isol and says, can you do that again?
Well, yeah, no, I totally plan on it.
please, please kill this thing. It's like a monster out of my nightmares.
I mean, you could also stab it. You know that, right?
My short legs won't carry me that far.
All right, well, then all's fine.
And so then Pog's just kind of like steals himself, and that like if the mimic comes any closer, he's just gonna be trying to avoid it. And then
I'm kind of like imagining the Pog just goes all World of Warcraft and Gnome go cheers just watching the battle goes on.
All right, and then we go to Malik.
Oh, the drunkard again. Oh.
I am gonna put away my sword and I'm gonna take out my longbow and shoot him.
Okay.
So that would be 8.
Yeah. So your arrow flies right by the mimic and into a barrel of wine behind it, which then springs a leak.
And yeah, I'll stay right there.
Okay. All right. So then the mimic will attack Vance, since Vance is still right there.
Always the daring man in a party.
It's going to try and bite at him, which it will definitely do. So Vance is now half inside the mimic's mouth with its tongue wrapped around him, and he has taken 10 damage.
Oh no!
Yeah, not looking good for Vance.
Cool.
And then with Vance in its mouth, the mimic is going to try and get over this way. 10, 15, so it makes it over there with Vance along with it. All right, Isol.
Oh, that's not good. And then Isol will prop the book up this time, and then hold his hand out and try an Eldritch Blast again.
Okay.
So let's see how that goes. Slash 1d20 plus 5. Oh, please. Okay, I can live with that.
Yeah. So your Eldritch Blast slams into the mimic, and the sparkling magical energy definitely seems to be doing some damage to it. So roll your damage.
And it gets +3 because of my transformation
Nice.
of Radiant.
Yep.
So 1d10. That is 11d10. That would have been terrible. Oh, baby. 9.
Okay. So now there are some kind of crackling magical burn marks on the mimic. It's definitely starting to look some damaged.
I'm gonna roll the d20 for the wild magic.
Yep.
I got a 1.
Aha. Okay. What's the one?
No, try that again. Rolled
Fireball.
1S.
See you
No,
guys
hold on.
later.
Wait, hold on. No, you rolled 1S20, so it
Oh.
came up 1.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Good catch. Good catch.
Hey, what?
Well, then there you go.
There you go.
Didn't you do like the 220 roll last time too?
Oh no.
What is critting on this table do? Shadow. What does it do?
Fireball.
I knew it. I
No
called it.
shit.
Oh,
Did I wipe
think-
everyone?
It's a fireball centered on the caster,
Oh yeah, no, everyone's dead.
but
Oh,
it's a nerfed fireball. So,
Thank God for Nerf gods.
hold on, just give me a
Please
second
make
here.
it. Please let it be 4d6 instead of 86. Something way smaller. Just cut it in half. You don't need to live this life. These characters are great, guys. I had a great time. I'm just gonna pack up my dice. Why is critting a fireball? Should be like a group heal, or
Right, exactly. I know,
we all
right?
get ice creams. Like something way better.
I would say something, but I'm a loss for words.
Okay, so 20-foot radius.
Oh God, nope. Yeah, that's everyone.
5, 10, yeah, that is
So
everything.
Shadow, if you roll a 50, my character is dead, like done dead.
Yeah, so is mine, and especially Kilobytes.
Oh God.
Well, this is in the
Be
flavor
generous.
in the flavor text for this. This is Mini Min's mini fireball.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. There's some hope.
So it's still the 20-foot radius of a fireball,
How
but
many d6s are you rolling?
it is 1d6 plus 4.
Oh God. Oh,
Oh, that's
we made it.
um,
I was positive I just TPK'd everyone.
but I still need
Right?
everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Sweet
Thank God for my-
crackers.
No, they're not sweet and they're not crackers. They're just like erupting ballistic or something. Dexterity save. Where's
save is
that?
18.
Come on, 16.
Oh.
And of course,
But if a guy may place, I'm that level newbie.
Poor Pog, who's standing next to me for safety, did not find it here.
I think I'm about just other level. Yep.
Isol, what's your spell DC?
My spell DC?
Yeah,
Oh no, that's not
It
fair.
uses yours. Because
Oh yikes.
because you're the one who triggered the magical effect.
Okay, it's 13. No, it's 13. We're good.
Okay.
You say that, but it's 13. So, yeah.
Dexterity
No,
saving
we've all made it at
throws.
least.
That's all right. Yeah, we all saved.
So plus 4 for advance. So I will roll that.
Oh, come on, Vance.
Yep.
Oh, he definitely saved.
Yes. Oh, good.
Pog has a plus 1. Hey, Pog even gets it. Oh,
The game was so nice to me right there. Thank
and
you,
then
D&D.
my secret roll for the mimic.
My question is, what happens to Vance?
Vance is going to take half the damage. Vance has 10 health left, if I recall correctly. So we'll see.
And the mimic fails.
I did
Ooh,
it.
nice.
Secretly clutch.
All right. So then the damage on that is 6 damage. So if everyone failed, you all take 3.
Okay. All right.
That's not so bad.
And the mimic takes 6.
How much life does the mimic have right now?
So he would have 7. For my bonus action, I'm gonna do my healing feature. So on Vance. So I'm gonna roll a d6.
You have range on that?
Yep. It is.
Okay.
What? Where are you? 60 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll a d6, and then he'll get all that back in health. I don't think there's any modifier on it.
And that
No,
healing
just
feature
D6.
is a pool of d6s, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I've used 3. I have 1 left.
Okay.
But I'll look at my hand right as I go to do that. I'll look at my hand. And I'll look down at Pog. I'll be like, okay, it wasn't supposed to do that either. I'm sorry. And then I'll look back out and I'll heal. Well, I tried. Did I do S again? Nope. That's an actual one.
That's just, you could call that a clerical error.
Yeah.
But
And then I'll actually run over to Van.
Okay. Who is still half inside the mimic's mouth, by the
Yeah.
way. But
Oh,
if
it's
that's
a problem
your
for next turn.
yeah, if that's your turn, then it's Vance's turn.
Yeah,
In
I'm
which
done.
case, he gets to try and become ungrappled.
It gets to be Dax for a moment.
Grapple.
So now this whole fight has a sort of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 feeling to me.
It's just a tiny explosion. It wasn't a big one.
There's
Tiny guy.
there's a tiny eruption.
When you said fireball, I think that's the most tense I've ever been in any game of D&D.
You're welcome.
Vance fails to break out of the grapple from the mimic. But he is still technically able to attack it, just at disadvantage. So
I should have moved smarter. It's fine. Issa wouldn't have done that. Okay. Okay.
So he jabs his rapier into the roof of the mimic's mouth while being inside there. Okay.
Do swashbucklers get a sneak attack
Oh.
when they're by themselves?
he absolutely does.
Yes, he does. That's a good point.
Yep.
So that's an extra 2d6.
Just making sure all that damage is going in. I'm all about it.
Right?
Please don't die, Van.
Okay. Yeah, the mimic's starting to look pretty hurt. And then we go to Shakunis.
Uh-huh. Well done. As we all witnessed what happened earlier, I'm gonna go for another shot at the mimic. Although while trying not to hit Vance.
Right back.
So yeah. That's 22.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Now, roll 1d6. 2 and 1. No, 2d6 for the snake attack.
Sorry, say that again.
2d6 for sneak attack.
Uh, mm, so
I
if
don't know.
yeah, like
Is he engaged? Because
Vance
Vance is
is
in his mouth.
Oh,
Vance
wait,
is
wait, wait.
technically within the 5 foot range, and I'll allow it. I will allow it.
Okay. Seven.
Hold on here.
Welcome back, Dave. We might have just killed the mimic.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I hope.
So the crossbow should have been 1d6 plus 4.
Yeah, I shall roll again.
No, that's okay. We'll just use the 2 and add 4 to it, so that's 6. And then that's another 7 from the sneak attack. So that's 13.
And that's a mimic dead.
This mimic is looking heavily injured, as if it's maybe just barely hanging on.
Bring the shadows.
Can I turn to Pog and be like, just stab it? What are you doing? I'm trying to grab Van's shoes.
Yeah.
You should just toss it like a pog.
So, Pog seems like he's maybe like found some well of courage, and all of a sudden some magic sparks at his fingers, and some magic missiles leap forward from his fingers and slam into the mimic. And the mimic is dead. He killed it.
Well, you can wait, and then I'll brace immediately for whatever the wild magic surge that is about to happen. Just kind of hunker down.
There seems to be no discernible effect.
Ooh. Peek my head out. What?
All right.
Pog, you could cast magic? Well, where did that come from?
Yes, I know a little bit of magic.
But you could have done that earlier. It's fine. Don't
I
worry
was
about
scared, okay?
Well, you killed it. The thing that was haunting your nightmares and that had killed all of your friends, you killed it, not us. The power was in your hands.
I can't quite believe it. Is your friend okay? And like I after like the mimics now kind of like reverting to its true form, and like Vance kind of like untangles himself from like the tongue and gets out of there, and he's like, that was disgusting.
In a more fanboy way.
And he seems to be alive, so we're good, I guess. We did it, guys.
I'm gonna walk over here and pat Pog on the shoulder and say, "Good job." And I'm gonna look at Issel and go, maybe not do that again. All right.
Okay, listen, I didn't know I was going to explode. That's not something that happens normally, and it's at that moment I'd assume that the wings kind of like evaporate.
Mm-hmm.
All the glowy goodness kind of goes away. I didn't plan for any of that. That's not what this does. That was new. It's this place. It's a nightmare.
Well, yeah, you can probably tell why I was hesitant to even use my magic in the first place, because I wouldn't want something like that to happen again.
Noted.
No, definitely not.
Indeed.
Well, we've helped you now, I assume.
Yes, you. I suppose I may have dealt the killing blow, as it were. But you were certainly the ones who searched it out and did most of the damage to it. So perhaps the kings will see you now. Well, we should probably take evidence of its demise with us, though. And he could just kind of glances over at the weird squelchy body of the true form of the mimic, and he's like,
You're right. That evidence of its demise. That sounds good. And I'll throw my bow on my back, and I'll take my sword out again. I'll grab its tongue, and I'll chop the tongue off.
Vance would have had some of the mimic on him already since it was entangled by it. So
well, yeah, he would be kind of damp and sticky.
I'm brushing
Yeah.
off some of the saliva from his coat. Like, okay, let's.
yeah,
Clean that
he'll be the evidence for it. So Shakunas walks over to Vance and just go, "Well done, my laddie. Well done, boy. Well done."
Thanks. Well, shall we perhaps try and go to the kings now, or do you guys need to recuperate first, or?
I would love to do that. I would love to take a break. That sounds so much fun.
Oh,
Vance?
okay. Yeah. I'd like a chance to try and heal both my dignity and my wounds. All right. So,
I do not object.
do you guys just want to take a rest here, or go to somewhere else, or?
Yeah, can we be somewhere safer?
You can enjoy Allah.
What? Can we
Yeah,
rest
the
in the
gnome.
cliff room?
Yep, you certainly could. So you guys want to go back to where Allah is?
Yep.
Okay.
Back in
I know.
this area.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we'll take Paul with us.
All right. So are you guys just doing a short rest then?
Yes.
Okay. So you, if you want to, so I guess Vance would need to heal, so he would use some hit dice. Da-da-da-da. Where is?
I guess while our dungeon master does that, I want to say welcome everybody to episode 3 of Community D&D, Gnomes, Mimics, and Mushrooms. Oh my! We have just defeated the Mimic inside the little barrel room, and now taking a short rest. You are watching players Rockgod, Hoodie, and _TV, and me, Echo Alpha _X5. And if you follow around the interwebs, it's right there in the chat, !Bark Shadow Crew. And if you want to know more about what this channel is related to and stuff, you can just check this out. These links are posted in the chat. This is a channel focused on story and narrative gaming and various other things. But a lot of D&D is available. This coming Friday, this coming Friday, it's going to be Apparencia, the Golden Sun, I think. I don't think it's another game that I once played.
As far as I know.
The Stolen Sun at 2100 hours EST, and then at 7 on Saturday, it's going to be a mini marathon session of the Legends of the Wind Waker HD with the man behind the channel, Arvin and Ron. So yeah, hope you like what you see here. Consider giving this channel a follow, giving our individuals a good follow. Although don't follow me because I don't stream. I only auto host many great streamers in this channel and the others. Yeah, hope you're enjoying it, and we'll continue to watch. And yeah. And of course, pick up in chat if there's any confusion, because I do tend to talk fast sometimes and just babble on. So yeah.
Okay, so you guys short rest. Vance actually manages to fully heal, so he's back up to 18 hit points. That should be right.
Get out. The fog of war you're talking about. Did I think the fog of war might be working here?
Okay.
Because there is a room above the panel, well, where that chair of crossbow was, but I don't see it particularly much. So I think I think the fog of war might be working. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So you guys have rested, and then once you've suitably rested, then Pog kind of addresses you and he says, "So, what next? Are you? Do you want to try and see the kings, or what are you doing next? I suppose."
You said there were 2 kings, right?
Yep.
And one of them's mad, right?
Yes.
Then let's go talk to the one that isn't.
Well, they're both still together. King Korbaz has locked both himself and King Gnurkly in their quarters. It's
How strong is the door?
well, I believe there's actually maybe a secret door to their chamber. I don't know exactly how to get to it, but I've heard this, and you might actually be able to bypass the locked door and use the secret door.
It sounds like a worth an attempt. And then Shakunas looks up towards Olav and asks if he knows about it, or if he doesn't know where it is.
I Pog don't know how to access the secret door. I just have heard that.
But Olag, your other non-companion.
Allah doesn't know either. We were never given that information.
Is the door barred from one side?
Yes,
Or...
it will be heavily barred from the inside. Or well, the regular door, the secret door, I don't know.
All right then.
During this short rest, could I have cast Find Familiar?
Yep.
I just remembered.
Right.
Okay.
Yes, we did talk about that, but yes.
You'll see a little tiny lizard just kind of poke up, little just kind of albino, little flecks of green lizard just kind of poke up and curl onto the shoulder.
Lizard.
While I'm sitting there reading. I'll be like, I'll look up. I might be able to help with a locked door. I forgot about this. I learned something the last time we went to, and this could come in handy, I think. I don't know.
I know certainly me and Vance would be able to do the lock picking.
Well, if the door is barred from the other side, I don't think picking the lock will do a lot. Yeah,
That's
you'll
fair.
get the lock open, but you won't unbar the door. Unless your little friend, Ethel, can unbar the door.
I'll look down at the lizard. No, I don't. Secret entrance.
Right then, let's go to the secret entrance.
I mean, I don't know what the secret entrance is. It might be a door that is barred, but then it is able to be opened from outside with the lock, with picklock. It is a secret entrance. Can be multiple possibilities. But yes, let us find the secret entrance and venture on.
Yeah, Pog, why don't you show us where the door, where the regular door is, and then maybe we can figure out where the secret entrance is from there.
Yeah, sure. I can do that. And then he goes and starts to lead the way, and he leads you out this way. Out to the ledge.
And that
And
ledge does not look sturdy.
uh, all right, and then he goes and he starts to cross this rope bridge, and then he kind of gets part way across it, and kind of like almost seems as if he kind of like stumbles with his footing a little bit, but then he continues on, and he gets to the other side, and he calls back to you guys. Are you coming? What's your feet?
Awesome. I hate it here.
So, all right, so who's going first?
I might as well. As well as it's considering first in line.
All right.
So how was it? How did it look again? Was it sturdy? Was it...
Make a dexterity. So like there's no problem with like starting to walk across the rope bridge, but I will need you to make a dexterity check.
Okay. So 1d20 plus 1d20 plus 4, right?
Yep.
Right.
All right.
20.
Your deft elven feet find no problem with crossing the rope bridge, and you get across it with no problems. Malik, are you up next?
Yep.
Okay.
Shakuras
Same thing.
Shouts to the others. There is no troll underneath. You can cross over just fine. Like three little bucking sheep. A little Easter egg for everybody that wonders. It's a Norwegian fairy tale.
Oh, jeez.
Called The Tre Bukkede Bruse. I will find that.
All right.
That's a 9.
Yeah. So about halfway across the bridge, you miss a step and you start to fall through the rope bridge, but you just manage to catch yourself hanging from it before you plummet into the water below.
Not doing good today.
You will need to make a strength check to try and hoist yourself back up.
Oh, that's gonna be bad.
Oh, bacon at the end and now.
Oh no!
A 0. I
Uh,
was like, oh, at least it can't be too bad.
so
Surprise! It was terrible.
So you go to try and lift yourself up, but you find that your muscles just give way and you lose your grip on the rope bridge and you fall into the pool at the base of the waterfall below you.
How deep is the water?
Right there, the waterfall or the water is about 10 feet deep.
Oh, that's not all right.
So you do plunge below.
And how far this way do I get swept?
Yeah. So.
Well, it is the most more fungi for you.
You do plunge below the surface of the water and starts to drift you away. And as you start to get next to that island, you try to swim up to it. So that is also like an athletics swimming, trying to get to the island to get yourself out of the water.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
It should be easy, right? Because you're a ranger, so and you're a wood elf, so you should have the.
No, athletics is strength.
He's just blown away from the campaign.
Oh,
Well,
It's not a 0.
luckily this check was only against a 5 DC.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
it's not a 0.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
So
just
so you do manage to like heave yourself up on like the shore of this island, gasping for breath, and Isel has been watching from the ledge, and he's just
Yeah, I'll
go
hold
ahead.
out a thumb up. You okay?
It, it's it's fine. It's fine. It's
Oh.
fine. Yeah, just go ahead. It's easier than it looks.
I look back to Vance. Yeah, he's fine. I'll kind of give Vance you might want to step back. I'm gonna cast a spell, and that didn't. Oh,
And Vance is just like, oh yeah, don't want a repeat of the fireball incident, and he backs up like 15 feet.
yeah, he'll think about Vance because he hurt him, but not about the rope bridge that might get incinerated, and he'll cast guidance on himself.
Okay.
let's
Roll a
let's
d20.
Hey, listen, I came here to live, not to play it safe. Okay, it's not a 20. That's all I care about.
A 12. Where's my table?
maybe a mimic aided Shadow Mage.
A 12 is... Huh. You gain butterfly wings for 5 minutes.
Can I fly with them?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
You can.
I'll look down. I'll look down at the man now, just completely drenched, sputtering on an island, and I'll be like, "Oh, look at that!" And I'll just fly across.
I told you it was easy.
You smug bastard.
This wild magic is coming up aces for me.
All right, so
I'll
you
look back at Van and thumbs up.
you fly across with no problem.
I'll land daintily on the other side. Huh? Weird. Okay, cool. Let's.
Welcome, Isil, to the other side.
A very exclusive club. I was planning to crawl across, so this is way more dignified.
All right, Malik, how do you want to deal with now being on that island?
Oh, let's see.
So like you could try and get over to like this like rocky step-like formation shore over here. The water there is kind of only about, it'd be 3 to 5 feet deep.
and then I'd have to climb up this right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll swim over to here.
Okay.
Try to climb up there.
All right. Climbing up that will require an athletics check. Hey, no problem.
Hey, there it is.
And then we'll do Vance trying to cross. I think he has a 3 dexterity check. Oh, +4.
Yeah, both of the rogues, Shakunis and Vance, are like stacked.
All right, yeah, he has no problem with that, so he gets across fine. So now you're all on that side.
I'm gonna look at
Hooray!
Isel and take my hood and just kind of wring it out and go. See, I told you it wasn't that hard.
I'll flex the wings. Yeah, no, it was way easier than I thought.
Well, I did have to clean my cloak, so at least that's done.
It was starting to smell a little rank, so it's probably for the best.
Yeah.
I love me a wild magic table. It's good stuff.
How do I... Whoops, that's the wrong thing. Reveal areas, that's it.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah. So then Pog turns back to you guys and he says, "So, this next part is gonna require some uh very cautious progress."
Are these on the floor or are these like the entire?
Sweet Mary Jane.
I need to know if I need to go with my butterfly wings like now.
All right. This room contains two rapidly spinning devices that look like turnstiles fitted with stacks of long, sharp blades spaced 1 foot apart. The northern turnstile spins counterclockwise, while the southern one spins clockwise.
So it's like two giant gears that aren't quite touching each other.
Mm-hmm.
And Pog, why can't I? Hold on here.
Pal, you should go ahead and attempt for us this time.
There we go.
You're a small man, after all.
So Pog stands up to like the front of the entrance towards this room, and he says, I need to use some magic to activate." He says, "I can try to use some magic to try and activate the hidden lever at the south side of the room to stop the blades. Or, I don't know, maybe someone else wants to try something. Just warning you that, like, we need to deactivate the blades somehow. So,
Is it floor to ceiling? Can I fly over it right now still?
um,
It was 5 minutes. Here's hoping.
How fast are the turnspires going?
so the blades on these
Like a rolling door, or
these turnstiles are from floor to ceiling, but
Okay.
vertically between the blades is 1 foot.
Okay. That's not fun.
And
Yeah.
they're spinning just fast enough that, like, if you try to, like, run through the room without without deactivating them, that, like, there's probably about a 75% chance that you'd get hit.
Yeah, I'm about the magic.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna come over here and stand behind him.
Okay.
Say, can you point out this lever?
Yeah, and so then Pog points at the south edge of the room, right around there, and
Malek.
he says,
Can I?
There is a brass lever over there that I can activate with a mage hand with mage hand to try and deactivate the blades. But, well, you know the situation
Pog,
with the wild magic effects around here, so.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you a question. The lever, is it up or down or forward and backward?
It's up down.
Mm.
And it and it needs to be pulled up to deactivate the blades.
Malek, what did you have in mind?
Well,
you do recall you are drunk.
No, he's no longer
sober.
drunk.
Well,
I was hoping it was going to be on the floor and a back and forth, and hopefully it could be pushed back, and that way I could shoot it from here.
No, it's set into the wall and it's up down.
I'll kind of poke my head out from around the corner. I'll be like, "Oh, I actually have a little guy here that can maybe crawl over there without having to do any more magic."
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah. How big is this lizard?
I mean, it's a tiny lizard. Let me see if there's even a stats page for it.
Or even a picture of it.
D&D Beyond.
Do you have a name for it? What?
Pretty sure it's just regular lizard. Tiny beast. It's a celestial. Speed 20 feet, climb 20 feet. Hit points 2. Nice.
What is its strength?
Its strength is 2.
Yeah, it's not going to be strong enough to move it. I can tell you that now.
The lizard will just kind of shake its head at me, and I'll be like, "Okay, all right, I see what you're about. Yeah, I'm still in the magic train."
Good idea though. Good idea, but yeah. Okay.
One of us must have to give an attempt to pass through these without getting cut. But that will be some effort and some big sacrifice if it does not work.
Well, so are you guys putting it to a vote, or is it just everyone in favor of Pog using Mage Hand, or?
A vote's probably for the best. Magic man.
I'll go with Easel magic.
I shall go with Isil as well.
And then I'll move back here.
Okay, so
Back here.
Yeah. Out of the way. I'll just put my hands over my face.
so Pog starts to cast Mage Hand, and you see the lever start to move, and the lever moves, but Pog disappears.
Oh shit.
She's gone.
And then the blades come to a grinding halt, and then you hear Pog call out, "I'm okay. It's just the wild magic. It teleported me." And then like he
Whoa.
he comes and he steps out here and he's like, "See, I'm right here. I'm okay. It's safe to come through now."
I can teleport you too? That's amazing. I love this place.
And Shakunas go, yeah, just follows up.
Samesies.
Okay.
Pog, you should join us on our adventures. It would be a very wise addition to the party.
Well, I'm quite fine with my life here in Nomengard, but I guess I can
Sorry.
consider it.
Your skills and knowledge of magic will be very, very much appreciated, and perhaps this can bring some, I don't know, commerce or yeah, something to your little kingdom of Nomengard.
Oh, if he wants to stay here, Shakunas, let him stay here. We got Easel. He's got fireballs and shit.
Well, okay, that wasn't me. We have to remember that was this place, but yeah, no, I have fireballs and shit.
Well,
Yeah, we have seen your shit and we do not like it.
Fair. I didn't really like it either.
Shakunas just said sarcastically and just opened it, just pats Isil on the shoulders.
well, there are no more dangerous gnomish inventions ahead, as far as I know, unless someone's come up with something new. But we may run into some other gnomes as we continue on.
Are you well liked here, Pog?
I'm not disliked.
That doesn't bode well, but okay.
the next area is sometimes where some of the more inventory gnomes like to hang out, and I'm really more just I I am a gnome, so I do like to tinker, but I'm not really into all of like the crazy inventions as some of the others are. Which, yeah, if we run into uh, Fibblestib and Dabbledob, I don't know. They, the
Fibble, stib, and dabble dub. All right.
yeah. Well, anyway, we should continue on. I'm sure it'll all be fine.
Indeed, but I must ask, this inventing room, is this where your gnome came up with the crossbow chair?
Oh well, uh, fact Factore, uh, Factore was always kind of like an odd one, even for a gnome, and always kind of did their own thing. Uh,
How so? Do tell us more.
well, to put it in terms you'd probably understand, Factore was batshit crazy.
Well, I have kind of understood that quite up close. But yeah,
Fibblestib and Dabbledob, if we do run into them, they're a little more amenable gnomes, but they're still gnomes.
The stare off into,
Yeah.
into the distance.
And then like he just kind of like starts wandering down the hallway.
You're a strange gnome, Bog.
You're not the first one to say that.
Why do I feel so cringy saying it? They just said to themselves.
All right. So you do come into this room, and as you start to enter the room, you do overhear two gnome voices, and they're actually even conversing in common, so you can understand them. And you hear a male voice say, "Well, I'm quite convinced that we can come up with this sanity ray that I've been dreaming up. I think the sanity ray could work to cure King Korbaz's madness. I'm really not sure about this other thing that you're talking about, Dabbledob." And then the female voice, Dabbledob, responds, "Well, I think the I want to invent something that I'm calling a straitjacket, and we stick Korbaz in it, and then he can't do anything anymore." Ha! And then like you guys like enter the room, and then like they see you all there, and they just kind of like stop and stare.
They just wave.
And then
Just walks more in, and he just stops and turns and just stands there like a authority, like.
and Pog just kind of like waves and says, "Hiya, how's it going today?" And Fibblestub responds, "Pog, what are you doing over here? I thought you were still supposed to be on lookout for the shapeshifter." And Pog just says, "Well, these kind folks helped me kill it. We have proof."
I'll hold up the tongue.
And Dabbledob says, "Oh my goodness! Oh, could I get a sample of that?"
Sure, why not? And I'll just toss it right in front of him.
And then like she like grabs it up and starts like wide-eyed and just starts like poking at it, and she starts like muttering to herself, and then like turns around and disappears down this hallway off this way.
Didn't we need that for the? Okay.
Well,
Okay.
I did you give her the whole tongue?
Yeah, I threw the whole thing at her.
Oh, perfect. That's
I
perfect.
Okay.
Sorry, I
We'd
thought
like some of that
I thought-
back low.
thought she was just gonna cut a little piece off and take it with her, but I guess she took the whole thing.
And then like
Double stib.
she comes back out and she pokes her head out. I would say, oh, sorry. Did you say something?
Yeah, we kind of need that to show to the king to prove that we killed the mimic. Maybe
Oh.
if you just cut a little piece off and you could take that and we can take the rest of it.
Oh yeah. I suppose that's fine. Yeah. And she like whips out a dagger and like cuts like a slab of the tongue meat off, and then like takes that and like throws the rest of the tongue back to you.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I'll pick it back up and start dragging it behind me again.
Okay.
Now, we've heard that one of your kings is not all there, I guess. We're trying to get in to see both of them. Would you two know of a way other than the door to their room?
I assume you speak of the purported secret doorway. I suppose if there is one, I've never found it myself, but I suppose if there is one, it might be in the throne room, as that's the room closest to their chambers.
Sounds like a good place to start. Where's the throne room?
Well, just keep following these hallways, you'll find it. It's the big room with the thrones.
Right then. Pog, you want to lead on?
And Fibblestip just kind of like turns back and he starts tinkering with some stuff that's on the floor, and like this entire room is like cluttered with like half-made gnomish inventions. So you might want to watch your step.
Does he look like he's mostly done this sanity ray?
No.
Okay. All right. Ooh, hi. Okay.
Okay.
I'll look over my shoulder as we move, and I'll go, I like her idea better with the straight jacket thing.
And Dabbledob like perks up at that. She says, "Oh, thank you. I thought it was a rather splendid idea myself."
Yeah.
So the other thing of note here in this room is there is this ledge here. So that ledge is 10 feet up from the floor you're currently on. So it would be kind of hard to get to, but you do see that there is a pedestal that looks like it has some kind of fancy book on it.
Immediately, I'm thinking of how to get up there.
Okay, you do see that there is like a hallway back from where the pedestal is, so presumably there's a way to get up there from somewhere else over, like this way.
Are we going up here, or are we going left?
So, Pug turns back to you guys and he says, "Well, if we want to get to the king's chambers and the throne room, then we're gonna head this way." And he points down the hallway here that has some steps leading up. He says,
Okay.
"So, I assume you're all still gonna follow me?"
I'll just put my hand on Malik in front of me and put my vision into the lizard, and then have the lizard kind of crawl up to the pedestal and see what's around there.
Ah, so you want to see? You're sending the lizard up the ledge to go inspect.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it has climb movement, which is why I have a lizard.
Okay.
Shakura just falls. It's just fall Pog. So
All right.
Yeah, I just kind of have my hand lightly on Malik's back, and I'm like, "Excuse me, I'm just gonna be blind for a second," and my eyes go white, and then straight off into the lizard.
So, the lizard climbs up onto the ledge and climbs up the pedestal, and it like perches on the edge of the pedestal, and it looks at this book, and uh this book looks rather fancy. It's in bound in blue leather with some gold filigree on it, and it has a title written on it, both in Gnomish first and then in Common underneath, that says "The Magics of the Gnomes of Gnomengard."
I just let out an audible whistle. I'm gonna get me that book, and I'll have the lizard kind of crawl back to me
Okay.
as we move forward, and then not
And
really clue anyone
Oh.
into what's going on yet.
I'll turn back to Issel and go, "Are we gonna get that book?"
Yep.
All right.
Hopefully through nice normal means, but I'm at least gonna look at it under supervision, or without it, or maybe with some of it. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna find a way.
Right. By any means necessary. I got you.
Well, no, okay, I didn't. Yes.
And then I'll just walk away.
All right. So Pog leads the way, and he comes up the stairs, and then stands in a hallway up here at a intersection. I assume everybody follows.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he'll actually move in a little bit so everybody else can crowd in. And then he says, okay, so the throne room is this way," and he points down the hallway back behind him. "But otherwise, there's a hallway that takes us to the door to their chambers up that way," and he points up the hallway this way. So, did you want to try and go investigate the throne room, or just go and see if you can talk to them through the barred door? It's up to you guys.
Shakura stares toward Malak and Isel and then says, "There is the book, but I feel like we should investigate some further before we advance to the throne room." Thoughts?
You want to go try to talk to them through the door first?
I have a strange feeling we might wish to know further before we venture to the throne room. Two known kings have gone mad, and we have fought a mimic and a crossbow chair. It is almost certain that we will be in some battle again one another. So I would recommend that we try and find out as much as we can before we advance to the throne room.
Well, I mean, only one of the kings is mad, so there's that.
But one is enough to make the other mad as well.
Oh, I guess you're gonna pull it there.
So Shakira's gonna leave it up to the party because he is uncertain, but he is rather weary of the surroundings right now, and he's particularly taken aback by the other gnomes wanted to summon of the mimic. So yeah, it's a bit of a paranoid state now.
That's what mimics do. Pog, what's down here? And I'll point to this area. Well, nope, can't do it. I'll point to the
Down?
southern.
Yeah.
Yeah, the southern route.
Okay.
I tried. Nothing happened. Meanwhile,
Uh,
every time I accidentally click on the map, it pings. So
Yeah, right.
and Pog kind of like glances down furtively, and he says, well, that's the down there's the treasury room."
Oh. Okay. Well, you buried the lead with that one a little bit.
the it's it it's locked, so I mean, we can't really get in there um properly. And he kind of emphasizes that word. Um, the kings have the keys,
Oh.
the only
Well.
keys.
Okay.
You said properly in a very odd manner. Is there another way, or is it possible to picklock it?
Well, conceivably, an unsavory person could pick the lock if they disable the traps first.
And this was towards here, was it?
Yeah, it's down here. Or no, down here.
Ah,
Yeah, we don't know if the door to the book is locked or not yet.
right. Well, Isil, what do you wish to?
I'm trying to think. I'll kind of look over Malik's shoulder. Well, Shakunis, if you're feeling a little apprehensive about maybe the throne room, I could send my guy here in and see if it's, fraught with danger. I don't think it will be. I'm expecting it to be empty, but I understand where you're coming from.
We do not wish another shapeshifter upon us, do we?
Yeah, I'll kind of scoot over to here. Can I just creak the door open a little bit and
Yep.
send my lizard in?
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right. So when you send your lizard in, I assume you look through its eyes to do the
Yes.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all you see in this room is mostly empty, but there are two squat thrones made of scrap metal and sized for gnomes, and the rest of the room is seemingly empty.
Okay. I'll have the lizard kind of scurry back. I'll come around the corner. Well, unless a mimic is pretending to be a throne, there's nothing else in the room. I mean, it could be. That seems actually like a really good idea. But there's nothing else in the room, so I guess there's that.
Oh, why don't we go and take a look around then?
Yeah, well, Issa will walk back over to here. Yeah, because I don't even think the lizard could have enough have enough damage to attack a throne to make a mimic even notice it.
Okay.
So I'm not even gonna bother trying.
All right. So into the throne room.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Right.
Okay.
We'll be very careful about going near the thrones, though. Don't need to even need to start a mimic up.
And Pog kind of wanders into the room with the rest of you and just stands in the middle of the room, and he says, "So, well, this is the throne room. It's kind of not much to it. There are the thrones."
Does anything look out of place to you, Pog?
No. It's the same as I've ever seen it.
This is what it always looks like? This is a throne room. This is horrible.
I mean, it's mostly just used for the kings to sit on the thrones and then, address whoever comes to see them.
Yeah, but he'd fall asleep in here. What a nightmare.
I don't know what else to tell you.
Well, they
at
said
least,
they're... sorry, you go.
At least we know we're not going to get attacked by anything. Because there's nothing in here.
Well, the thrones, I guess, but just stay away from them for now, hopefully. And then I'll start just inspecting the walls and going through and looking for anything that looks amiss on the any of the walls. And I'll be slow and methodical about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I would also like to do that.
In fact, I'll even no, it's a spell. I'm not going to do anything.
Okay.
But yeah, Shakura's gonna do the same and just inspect every inch of the goddamn room.
I'm gonna take this wall over here.
I'm
Okay.
gonna just start with the immediate left in.
Start behind.
So Shakunis, you're going behind.
Yeah.
Well,
here.
okay. So anyway,
I
all of you guys make investigation checks for me, please.
Roll dice again.
okay.
Oh, dang it. I'm actually good at this one. No.
All right. Issel and Malik, you guys are searching those walls, and it's just like these are plain stone walls as far as you can tell. Nothing really seems amiss. Shakunis, as you're investigating that rear wall behind the thrones, you manage to find what seems to be an almost imperceptible seam in the shape of a door frame in that wall behind the thrones.
Malak, Isel, over here. Something.
You find something?
rather- I may have.
Is it
And it slowly dwarf goes towards the nest.
And so, Shakunis, you can point out like this like hairline thin crack in the shape of a door in that stone wall.
If you look closely, you can see there's a little line grows over here. I bet you that this may be a secret panel of some sort. Maybe a door.
Oh, fantastic. Can you open it?
Can you check to see if it's trapped first?
That's way smarter than what I said.
Of course, I never did trust you with the sneaky stuff. Of course, I always trusted you with the magical stuff.
I'm not a sneaky guy.
All right.
No, that's a lizard.
So, what do you want to try to do to see if, like, to try and like open this hidden door? Like, how do you want to approach doing this?
Let's see. I have to check my equipment first. Oh, that's a miss to check. So I have to pick up my
We
PDF.
throw Pog through it.
Well, I can tell you that like just like trying to like push on the stone wall in that spot seems to do absolutely nothing.
Let's see. Crossbow. Actually, I'm gonna try. Shakura's gonna try. He's gonna take out a crossbow bolt and go just try and scrape the tip of it along the edge, along the seam.
Okay, yeah, sure, you can do that.
So that would probably has to find out if there's a trap or anything. So along the seam, if there's more, it's gonna follow it like a door, like finding out where all the seam goes.
Doing so seems to reveal no more information than you already know. There seems like it just is this very fine seam in the shape of this doorway. And the door does not seem to push open.
I could try something. but it's magic, so everyone will have to move to the other side of the room.
They're not very well. Perhaps
You
it
don't-
would be best if we went out of the room and that you'd be alone.
I mean, you can also leave. That's fine, but please come back
Yeah,
for my burnt corpse.
You don't have to tell me twice, and I'll walk out.
You boss
yeah,
bastard.
I'll walk up over to here.
Okay.
I'll be like, I mean, you can stay if you want. It might be butterfly wings again. Those were nice.
Shagara's gonna take a risk and gonna stay just a bit back. Gonna walk a bit back and let Isel take over.
I'm gonna take
Pa-
both of the double doors and close them, but just leave it just a crack, just so I can see in.
Everyone
You see-
else has also moved out of the room.
You see
Except
the
me.
lizard scamper down my pant leg and then just scamper right past through the crack of the double doors and just kind of peer out around it.
Oh,
I'll-
have the lizard make a perception check for me.
Sure, I can do that. It's 9, so
Yes, Murdoch, let's go.
hold on. Let me make sure.
I hereby name the lizard from Murdoch because of an episode on A-Team.
Okay, lizard. Look at them stats.
Lizard, it's a crocodile.
Passive perception 9. Okay, so wisdom is -1. That's great. Okay, so sorry.
No problem.
1d20 -1. 6.
Yeah, okay. The lizard doesn't notice anything as it scampers off.
Okay. I will hold the book up, hold my hand out, and cast thaumaturgy on the door
With what goal in mind?
to open the door. So anything unlocked blows open due to thaumaturgy.
Ah.
But if it's locked, absolutely nothing happens, and I cast a spell for no reason.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I just like wild magic surges.
Just hold
Next
on
time
a-
we'll be a sorcerer.
Hold on a second here. I want to look something up concerning
Sure.
thaumaturgy.
And it doesn't do it like quaintly. It doesn't crack the door open. It blows it wide open like a hurricane came through, which is always the worst thing for stealth.
You instantaneously cause an unlocked door or window to fly
Yeah.
open. Alright, so you cast thaumaturgy at where this door seems to be, and then all of a sudden there's kind of like this like, and it seems to like waver in the frame, and there's like creaking of like gear work coming like from like within the walls.
Oh no, I did something. Okay, we gotta go.
But like that's it. Like it just like it seems as if like the door tried to open but it couldn't.
And it definitely sounded mechanical of some variety.
Definitely.
Okay. Guys, well, hold on. I rolled a 14 on my wild magic.
Oh right. Wild magic. 14. Dancing colored motes of light of all possible colors appear around your head and shine bright light in a 10-foot radius.
Oh, neat. It's safe-ish, I think, unless these explode. Oh God. And then
Come
I'll
on now, Malak.
All right,
back
so
down.
Pop.
I'll walk back in.
Yep.
The lizard will scamper back up to my shoulder. It's a mechanical
Hey.
device. There were definitely gears turning, so we're
Indeed.
looking for a switch.
Sounds about right.
And after Issa says that, then Shagara's going to be trying to inspect the throne.
All right.
This is literally the only other thing in this room. So, God, I
Right.
hope it's.
Although he will look for traps first this time.
I mean, since you guys basically know what you're looking for, I will say that there's not necessarily any checks need to be made, and because it can just take an appropriate amount of time otherwise for you to find it. So, Shakunis, you eventually find that there seems to be a small, almost like finger-sized hole in the side of one of the thrones. And that seems to be the only thing that seems maybe out of place on the thrones.
Alright, so this one?
It's actually this one on the right, or on the left, I mean, from
Okay.
depending on which way you're looking.
Oh, he just looked around as well. So
Yeah.
looked around and over. So yeah.
But so on the middle side of that throne, there is this small finger-sized hole.
Do you think it's a quill sharpener?
It was self-purpose for one person. I should answer just sarcastically, meaning somebody who owns this channel. But yeah. So he'll look at it closely and just go inspecting it as if it was a bomb, like checking for traps and all.
I mean, you can make a check for traps roll.
Yeah, that would be sleight of hand. No, that would be stealing. Perception?
It's usually a investigation check.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
That's 19. I think.
Or
Yeah.
just 14, the one you just rolled.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right. It does not seem to be trapped.
I may have something here, but I'm gonna take a crossbow bolt and see if it will do something. So it just takes a crossbow bolt and just stand back, and it just pushes the crossbow bolt in.
All right. The crossbow bolt seems to hit something inside, but nothing seems to happen.
It just keeps on prodding and just pushing it in and just keeps going. So
no effect.
No, nothing occurs. So Malak, well, so far we have a door that seems a secret door.
Right, I think you're looking for a button. I don't think it's a button. And I'll walk over and I'll stick my finger in the hole and try to like hook it and then pull.
Yeah, Chocolat's gonna look back at Pog and ask, Pog, do you recall? Do you know of anything regarding this? Well, regarding that door? And Chocolate points towards the secret door at there.
Anyway, so Pog just kind of like shakes his head, but Malik's gone up to that throne, and you said you stick your finger in and like stick it like up to see if you can pull on something.
Like hook it. Pull on something.
That is the correct idea. You feel your finger come in contact with some kind of mechanical device when you like press it up, and then you like pull, and then you start to hear a mechanical whir coming from the stone walls behind you, and the door starts to crank inward, revealing the secret passage.
See, that wasn't so hard.
I saw Malik coming up to the throne and I immediately scampered away.
Opposite day.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Shukla pass Malik on the back and he just go, well done. And he just pocketed the bolt and goes towards the secret entrance door.
Okay.
You know, sometimes, Shakunis, you just gotta go at stuff with reckless abandon.
Yeah, well, Malik, that's your specialty. I leave the cautious to be me, while the reckless is to be you. It's it is what I have learned of our travel together.
And this hallway.
Since you're the cautious one, do you want to go first?
Actually, I think I will let Pog be the first to go, and he takes a step back and holds out his hand towards Pog. Pog, will you take the honors?
Pog just kind of his eyes go wide and he shakes his head and he's like, I'm not going in to see the kings. They might, I don't know. I'd rather not incur their wrath upon myself.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Why don't you stay here? It's probably better if you stay here, right here, and just stay here and not go anywhere else. Just stay here.
Sounds good.
Then I'm gonna shoot a look over at Isel.
well, wait, hold on. They might do what? Well, we're about to walk in there. What are you setting us up for, Pog?
Well, you know, Korbaz, he did go mad, and both Korbaz and Gnurgly are much more powerful mages than any of the other gnomes. So if they start casting magic, things are gonna get real screwed up real fast.
Malik, after you.
Although as Isil spoke, Shakuras had possibly a good idea. Isil, why not do lizard?
Sorry, what was that?
Why not send your lizard in?
Oh,
It is small, and it is so tiny that probably virtually undetectable almost.
And
yeah.
I just wanted.
How dark is it?
I just wanted to say, so there are no lanterns in that hallway, but like the light from the throne room like filters in, and so that it makes it like dim light.
What about my bright, glorious beacon head that's going on right now?
Oh, how long ago was that? Yeah, you'd still have those lights dancing around your head.
Right.
So
I can stand at the entrance and then have the lizard scamper as much down it as humanly possible.
So
lizardly possible.
Yeah, I was gonna say you do see at the end of that hallway, it seems to end in another secret door, and on like this side that you see of that door, there seems to be a lever that would like trigger it to open.
Oh, okay. So
and also just a remark, Shakula has dark vision, so he can just see. He has superior dark vision, so he can just see in dim and dark conditions. So
yeah, not necessarily needed at this point in time, but
well, that looks to be the end of the tunnel, literally right there. That was not nearly as much as an adventure as I was looking for. Okay, well, yeah. Once again, Malik, if you'd please.
Malik, the floor is yours.
You have a certain way, a charm, if you will, when it comes to dealing with insane or angry or upset people who are wizards. So,
actually, technically, the person in the party who's best at that would be Vance, but his actual player is not here, so I don't feel like trying to deal with that.
That's
all right. So I'll walk in here, and I will Yeah, I'll pull the lever.
I'm behind you, buddy. I'll give you a thumbs up and then hide behind you.
All right, so you grab the lever and you pull it, and then the door starts to swing back in towards you, um, opening
Fast or
up.
slow?
Medium paced, more on the slow side than the fast side, because it is mechanically controlled.
Yeah. Can I?
And that reveals the king's chambers, and one of them has his back turned to you, but is like curled up in the fetal position on the floor, rocking back and forth. And the
Great.
other one,
I assume that's
Right.
this one.
yeah, and the other one is like fully like multiple straps strapped in to a chair, and like so he's like bound and he's gagged.
Can
Right.
Can I sneak up behind this one?
Sure.
Let's see. Where's my 25 stealth?
Nice.
That's bloody good for a ranger.
Actually, I have a pretty good stealth. So he's just like sitting on the ground, rocking back and forth.
Yep.
All right. And is the other one looking at me?
Yeah, he's definitely seen you. But like he
And is
hasn't made any noise or anything. He just kind of is like looking at you.
So he's not like motioning to the one right in front of me.
No, but like he is become quite immobile due to all of the straps holding him to the chair. So.
All right. I am going to throw my arms around this dude and grapple him.
All right. Well, that will trigger some interesting consequences that
Oh shit!
we will deal with next time.
Oh no!
I was gonna go invisible.
Because it is 10 to 11 my time, so I need to wrap things up.
And it is 10 to 6 in the morning my time.
Yep. And this is going to be an encounter that requires a good amount of time, so.
Another cliffhanger, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
It's always a cliffhanger.
All right.
No, it's always a cave hanger.
Good session, guys.
We made
that
a
was
ton
fun.
of progress.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I thought you guys might resolve the encounter with the kings tonight, but some of the other stuff took a little bit longer than expected. So, but that's okay. We'll do it next time.
I had some really bad rolls.
Yeah, you not making it across the bridge is a little
I've seen a
unexpected.
zero.
And,
That's
seen
the
the
high
consequences.
point of the stream tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah.
That
You know
and the
what?
fireball.
It's
Jesus.
yeah, that and the fireball, yeah, definitely. But you know what? I actually almost like it as much when I fail as when I succeed, because it always makes it more interesting.
Yep. Well, that's why all of the dice rolls are involved in D&D. It's got to make things interesting.
Yeah.
Right,
And
exactly.
and now Rocco knows how I felt when my Chakunas fell down during the Quintessential Dungeon D&D with Arvid Elrond a few years ago.
it felt nice to get a misfire on an Eldritch Blast and then an Eldritch Blast +3 and a fireball explosion. That felt felt extra
Right?
scary and terrifying. Goddamn dice.
All right, Echo. You want to start us off with our closing statements?
Yeah. So, it's been fun. And yeah, I'm surprised that I was able to come to this to the stream and do this shenanigans, as it is actually in the morning for me. I'm the only European player. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Got a lot of shenanigans with Sukunas. I'm still getting grips with more with D&D, even though I try to remember stuff, but it always goes out the other ear. But it was a lot of fun. I hope to do it again in 2 weeks, I believe, Shadowmage?
Yes, 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The 18th.
Which will be the 19th. No, the 18th. The 18th.
The 18th, at least for me.
It'll be the 19th for me because it will be in the morning on the Thursday.
Yeah,
But yeah,
we will actually have to discuss time for that session, just because of DST
Yeah.
things.
Oh yeah, the time change. Yeah.
daylight crapper thing everybody has.
Yep.
But where people can find me on the interwebs, you can just go. I am on Twitter at @EchoAlpha_. Echo Alpha. Oh my god, I can't remember because I have so many.
Shadow Crew, how about that?
There you go.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, just an explanation about Shadow Crew, and you have my Twitter. And if you want to watch me on, watch me. I mean, if you're on the lookout for new streamers to follow or to watch, then you can just go on my channel on my Twitch because I also host so many good people. And since I don't think there's much anybody else. Next time you'll see me here. Yeah, otherwise I'll be on everywhere. Twitter, on Twitch. Yeah, I give it to you.
All right,
Mr. No Quarters.
Hoodie.
It was great. It was a great session. You can find me on Twitter or Twitch at @noquarter_TV. I stream most nights except when I'm here, and Fridays and Saturdays. That's it. Rock God?
So
You do D&D on Sunday, right?
Oh yeah, we do D&D on Sunday, and then every other Wednesday I'm right here.
So no stream after this tonight for you, Hoodie?
No, I have my first class tomorrow. I have to watch the Truman Show. I got to be up bright and early for that bad boy.
Gotcha.
Oh my god.
All right, Rock God.
Oh, I had a good time tonight, falling in the water and everything, and I loved it. It was
Yeah.
great. Like I said, I almost like failing as much as I like succeeding. But yeah, you can find me here usually in the chat. You can find me here not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday afterwards, and you can find me at my Instagram, which is mdrewzion at Instagram, which I just started posting more stuff to.
Oh, very nice.
Because I didn't post anything for a while. My last thing that I posted, I think everyone here will appreciate because it's a cosplay of a chick that's like body painted as a lizard and she's like hanging off a wall. It's pretty badass. But yeah, go check me out there. You can find me there or here, and I'll toss it up to you.
All right.
And I have to give a shout out to Rockout because his last few photo shoots and everything has been just miraculously epic. And
thank you.
So
thank you, Echo.
Oh hell yeah! Just watch the ArtCon, I believe, from 2018. I believe his first prize was a version big. Just go watch it. I guarantee it's gonna love it. Yeah.
All right. Well, everyone, anyone in chat, make sure to go check out all of the ARV things. The YouTube, Twitter, Patreon. We didn't have too much happening in chat tonight, but remember, you can use, if you have inspirations with the channel, you can use them on this campaign. Otherwise, This has been the Shadow Crew, and I have been the Dungeon Master Shadowed Mage. And you can find me with my information from that Shadow Crew command. But I don't do a whole lot else on the interwebs. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everyone, and catch us in 2 weeks. Good night.
On,
Bye.
on 18, people.
It's gonna keep.